Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a classic, a children's moral story all about a school camping trip. We're going to break down its simple structure, look at the conflicts that pop up, and really dig into the lessons it's trying to teach.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with all that initial camping excitement, then watch how a tiny bit of mischief spirals into a problem. We'll see the teacher step in, and then get to all the fun stuff out in nature. We'll wrap things up with the bonfire scene, and of course, the big takeaways from the whole adventure.
So, the story gets going with a scene we've all seen before, right? A school bus pulls up to this amazing picnic spot deep in a jungle, and it is just packed with kids who are absolutely buzzing with excitement.
Right off the bat, things are super organized. The kids hop off the bus, they get right to work setting up tents, exactly like they were supposed to. But, and there's always a but, isn't there? Lunch is still a half hour away, and a few of them get an idea to, do a little exploring on their own.
And here it is. This one line is the pivot point. It's that tiny little rationalization, the classic, nothing will happen moment. And that's what really sets the whole conflict in motion. So that one little decision, it leads them straight into the story's first real pickle. The kids just take off, wandering away from the campsite, completely out of sight from the teachers. And what happens when they get closer? Well, their imaginations just take over. That tree they wanted to see, suddenly it looks super spooky, like some kind of ghost with these long, creepy hands. That's almost enough to send them running back. But the real scare? Oh, that's coming from somewhere else entirely. Just as they're about to bail, this spooky voice comes out from behind the tree. The kids are totally freaking out, and then out pops their friend Monty, just laughing his head off. Turns out he was hiding the whole time, and their real fear just turned into his little prank.
And bam, this is where the consequences hit immediately. Monty's big moment of being the funny prankster gets cut short because the PT sir shows up. The fun is over. Now it's time to face the music for breaking the rules.
Okay, so this intervention by the teacher is the big pivot in the story. Everything shifts. We move away from the kids' risky, off-the-books adventure and get pulled right back into the teacher's safe, structured plan for the day.
And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? You've got the kids' plan. Just wander off, no heads up. And then you have the teacher's plan. Safe activities that are also fun. The story is basically putting these two paths side by side to show you which one is going to work out better in the end.
So, now that everyone's back on the official schedule, the story starts to show the kids exactly what they were missing out on. They finally get to experience the jungle, but this time in a way that's guided and actually really cool. With a guide leading the way, the kids get to see all this incredible wildlife, and safely too. We're talking deer, all kinds of cool birds, even ducks and fish in a pond. Think about it. This is so much better than their original plan of just looking at one spooky tree, right?
And this is where the teachers drop another really important piece of wisdom. See, it's not just about keeping the kids safe from the jungle, it's also about teaching them to respect the jungle. The teacher makes it super clear, this place is the animals' home, and you have to watch them without bothering them. All right, so as the sun starts to go down, the planned fun just keeps on rolling. And all these activities start to build this really nice feeling of community and shared fun, kind of capping off a great afternoon.
I mean, look at this evening lineup. You've got a spoon and lemon race, a total classic. Then there's a big group sing-along with a guitar, a special barbecue for dinner, the whole shebang. And it all wraps up with everyone gathered around the bonfire. It's the story's way of screaming, see, following the plan can be awesome.
And the story doesn't let Monty off the hook completely, but it does it in a really funny way. It's like this little moment of karma. At the barbecue, he gets the tiniest piece of paneer tikka as his punishment. It's a super gentle way to wrap up his little prankster storyline and get a laugh out of it.
Okay, so we've followed the whole journey, right? From the kids breaking the rules to having this awesome organized day. So what's the bottom line? What are the big lessons this story is really trying to hammer home?
Let's just tick them off. The big one, of course, is listen to your elders. Right alongside that is always put safety first. But I think the really clever part is how it shows that rules aren't there to ruin your fun. They're actually there to make more fun possible, and in a safer way. And of course, you can't forget that final, crucial lesson: respect nature.
So when you boil it all down, this whole camping trip story is really just a vehicle, right? It's a way to teach some really fundamental lessons about safety, listening, and respect. And it leaves us with a pretty interesting question to chew on. How well do simple stories like this actually work to teach kids how to walk that tricky line between being curious and being careful?